I wanted to talk about more clearly about Mars because I'm a Mars person and I'm going to update. I know what Mars is doing. I feel it, Dave. I can feel it. Anyway, we've got Mars going into the sign that is ruled by Pluto, but I forgot to mention it's going to trine Saturn in Pisces. And so, but I don't know if you guys noticed, like, right before the eclipse, there was a lot of anxiety, and then there was kind of a release, right? Um, and really coupled with the Pluto having gone forward, don't you feel the I mean literally we're moving forward now. And the Pluto moving forward now, it went stationary on the 10th, but on the 14th it starts to show sign within the minutes and degree minutes that it's moving forward now. And that forward motion, I mean, I don't know if you felt it, but it was like really intense because Pluto is very intense. And it was like, yeah, it got kind of weird around the world, man. What Mars is going to be? Well, see, the Mars trine Saturn. Now I know. I had to meditate on this. It tells me that okay, it's the trine. That's an easy aspect, but it's still an aspect between Mars and Saturn. These are two malefic planets that, in fact, are pointing at. Now, let me just meditate on this. It's really hard to tell because with that Saturn Pisces is very illusory. The subject matter is of the subconscious mind, and then we have Mars that's very aggressive in its ruler co-ruler sign of Scorpio, which is just going to be very productive. If you knew, it's just like well, kind of like me. I have Mars conjunct Pluto, and that's as good as an infusion. You can say, well, really, because my sun is conjunct Pluto and then Mars, I'm even more scorpionic than a Scorpio. They wish. But no, me and Scorpios, we groove, but I'm noticing that Scorpios more and more right now, especially Scorpios, the poor things. Well, all of the fixed signs are under kind of a lot of the stress because of Uranus, but now we have Pluto going into Aquarius, and this is not good for those fixed signs. Not even really Aquarius. My moon is there, and I'm just thinking, you know what? That's nothing but a good thing. I love Pluto because I'm Plutonian. I'm not afraid of Pluto. A lot of people are so afraid of Pluto, and I'm like, can I have another dish of that? That was wonderful. It rules, well, Scorpio, and everybody knows that Scorpio rules success. Success, success. Am I saying that right? No, sexes. Sexes. Oh, and money. Money. All these, well, Halloween falls right in the middle of Scorpio, and this is the way you do astrology. You're like, can you figure out what's going on at that time of year? Look around. Harvest, but it's pretty dramatic. Things are tearing down, and then everybody's like, wee, and then let's go over here, and is it a trick or a treat? I don't know. It's good, whatever it is. We love it. The kids love it. Do they? Do they? Babes, Halloween hasn't really followed its real life traditional, what do you call it? Fairy tale meaning. Because we're dressing up like, well, we can perfectly dress up like all the dead actresses and actors out there. You know, there's Kobe Bryant. Let's dress up like Kobe Bryant or something like that. But just know that that's a skeleton there. None of it is free of just being a skeleton, pretty much. And what else? The truth. And it's about the truth, which isn't really an ugly person. What's ugly is the way that you deal with the truth, and then you just go, nah, no, hang it up. Is that you hanging up over there again? How many of you poor women? God, they're just like, like, ah. By the way, she just chops her hair off and fucking, and by the way, hey babe, I was a tomboy. And I would like to do an autobiography on who I really am, but boy, how do you do that when you can't? Well, I think with Pluto moving away from my um, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. I posted 2 videos in here. And I needed to edit one because I ruined the joke. I mean, the joke was amazing, but I said it wrong. Either that or Mars changed it. But no, I said it wrong, and that's because Pluto. I have never made so many unconscious follies in all my life, rendering me down to basically retarded. And you know what? I was just saying, it's like, no, you're going to get better. You watch. It's so amazing. After a while, this is what we are here for, us astrologers. We're like these very sensitive people. I guess we would be sensitive, but that would teach people how to say, now, did you feel that? Did you notice that, like what I said in the beginning? How, okay, so Mercury was right there, and I don't know about you, babes, but I felt so good being who I am as far as a communicator. And the messages that I already dropped. I dropped so many messages um, out on the street, and the way I know that people saw them is that they were all crinkled up and thrown. And see, I also have free apples out there sitting there, and I'm going to put a bunch of them out there tomorrow, and I'm even going to put a bunch of peaches out there because they still need to ripen up a little bit. They're on the less ripened side right now, and it's kind of a wave. But I love giving it to these little cretins. No, I'm just kidding. Little goblins and ghouls and all of that's the time of year where you're just like, here you go, you little. What the fuck are you wearing a mask under there? Is that? It's, yeah, whatever. Get out of here. Get out of here. um, what's my point here? Babes, I am so worried. I'm going on the second night of insomnia, no sleep at all, and kind of doing brain surgery. And I realize that I'm like used to this. It's like the last of it. So much energy coming through and channeling and realizing and refining. You know, I'm pretty much a refinery. After a while, people are probably tripping out. It's like, why does it go like this and it goes like that and it goes like this and it goes like that? Why aren't you paying attention that it does that for you too? Don't you feel it? It really depends on who you are. Do your astrological chart. I'm speaking for the Librian generation who was born. Hi. From late 1969, I think, because Uranus, you want to count Uranus, was also in Libra, and that's why I count the Pluto in Libra and Uranus in 60s, 69, 68 maybe, and then to 76 or something like this, I think. And so, yeah, this generation, that stretch of people who were born in between that time, are going to start just lighting up to their purpose, why they're here on the planet. And it's nothing to do with their 9 to 5 job. They're just going to go, oh, yeah. And if you haven't noticed, we're supposed to be switching around friends-wise, but here's what happens when Pluto, oh my God, moves into the house of friends. That's what it's moving into. I mean, it's an Aquarius. And Aquarius have such a trip about friends. If you ever really pick up on them, they'll eventually have this thing. It's like, well, you know, they're so funny is because, man, they're so trippy. Um, they are humanitarians. They are pre-wired like 35 years ahead with what we should do. And they're like, and they don't get a lot of people, and they don't like people. That's what I was trying to get to, like, solid. These people genuinely, they don't like them, but they love them. They want a friend. They're like, friend, friend. Are you the friend? Yes, I found a friend. It's always a friend. But now, why that friend? And boy, that person is sure a shallow piece of crap. And boy, they're sure just falling short. 2 sandwiches short of the picnic because Aquarius says, I know. And it rules Uranus. I'm sorry, I'm paying attention to my cat right now. Um, trying to find out what she's doing. I gotta clean her box. Anyway, Uranus rules the light that is electricity that drives like the entire universe. If it's anything, it's like this. If it's like, can we hear God? Yes. Can you stick this lightning bolt into your head and get a zap from everything? Ah! That's what happens with me. It's like, what's going on with Shauna now? Well, I have Mercury conjunct Uranus, so it's like this Aquarius energy is really infused with my Mercury. So a lot of me is very. Oh, I'm an Aquarius because I have an Aquarius moon. They say you're an Aquarius if you have a moon in Aquarius or rising or the sun. Um, and so I do have an Aquarius moon. That's what I look at. There's a lot of emotionality that's hooked into this. You want to look at where my Uranus is after you notice that my moon is Uranus ruled, and it's highly communicative. And if you notice, I mean, if I can loosen up a little bit with this Jupiter squaring my moon, it's like, talk about friends, friends, please. Friends don't take each other's money. They kind of balance it out, you know. Yes, they do. Of course they do. Of course. Only do transactions with your friends, Huns. Stop thinking, oh, I'm going to go get a deal from Fuckface over here because, I could just get a deal. That's all. And you? Are you dead yet? Oh, good. Oh, yay. Money. I love the way it works. Wait a minute. How does it work again? I'm a clueless idiot, by the way. I'm pretty sure I am. And I'm not, I am you. You are me. We're a happy family, Talk about friends, Huns. Being one, that electrical current that you bet when Pluto goes into Aquarius, babes, we're going to experience rapture because Neptune is going to go back, reset the entire zodiac sign, babe, the entire zodiac sign. Neptune is resetting back into, and that is so important for us all. Talk about, did you feel that one? You can kind of already feel it coming on. When Jupiter conjuncted Neptune last year and was opposing my Venus exactly at 23 degrees, I'm still doing that. My last video, I'm like, there it is. There's that fucking pathetic person that's just doing this Neptune thing who needs to understand that because Neptune, oh my God, honey, you better understand because for me, Neptune is going to go over my ascendant. Oh my goodness gracious, babe, I have to please reconcile with me if you think you have some kind of problem because I don't have a problem with you, even if you're my own brother. It's the truth. It's like, please, I I hope you're doing okay. I just hope you're doing okay. Everybody is going through some fucking major shit. I am not doing too well right now because I haven't slept and I'm very much struggling with my eating. And I'm looking at that damn lunar eclipse and this intense time. And I'm like, okay, we've been through this before, babe. We have. And you know what? It's been okay. In fact, this is your brain surgery. You do brain surgery. You stay up 38 hours and you try to get those commas right. And you're like, you know what? This is, if you look at what I'm doing with the, let's see, babes, I'm probably the only one in the Western hemisphere that can understand this clearly, but I can start leading your minds into it. And if you're intelligent, you're going to see, no, this is very real. And I'm still learning though, because it can easily turn into spam. You have to know when it's valid, and I'm learning still, and I'll let you know. Very much expanding and it keeps going, and that's how you know you have just eureka with the truth, because it's just like this is just opening and opening and opening and opening, and it's not going away. It's not an onion. It's like, no, you're learning something that you need to eventually, honey. I say honey a lot. What the hell? Hi, Mom. Um, you have to share it with the world. You have to write it out. You have to address it. You have to give it a label or something like that. You have to really just keep pressing it. Try to publish it. Try to get it out there. Um, and right now, I just got the feeling why it doesn't really make sense. It's like it will. It is. This is the part of the activation of not just a Libra generation, but all of humanity with the darn Pluto going into Aquarius, because it says, I know. That's its key words. tried to get into that last time, and I got into them now. It's like, why? Because the electrical is really, yeah. Learn prayer, the true state of prayer. In fact, I'm nearing that vibrational frequency a little bit notch higher. That's what I know because I'm a dharmic being. It's been hard to maintain who we are, really, our potential here. And I don't mean what the narcissist thinks it is, which is to be a Harlem goddamn globetrotter on my guitar. And it's like, no. What I do with that is what what needs to happen for music is to be re-exposed of the higher learning tool that it really is, and just trash that Walmart-sized fucking shelves this narrow full of just solid CDs and shit. Just get rid of it. People are supposed to be playing music live together. My saying goes like this: the day that music was recorded and even written down, but really recorded on albums, was the day that music dies. When people started going into studios and started recording and layering 15 layers on, that's what happened kind of to the Beatles. They used to play live, and they would play live and record their songs, but then they started to do like layering and with the new Digitech that was coming there, or whatever it was, layering tracks, and they couldn't perform the stuff live anymore because there was all kinds of weird penguins in the background and all this stuff like that, and it was a little bit too complicating at that time to. So that kind of fell apart. If you look at it, um, and that, so we just need to throw whatever the industrial warlords have been controlling by way of money, to just turn it into a weaponry. That they do that, and they'll tell you, oh, that is a waste of time. Don't learn music. You want a job, and it's like, babe, I can't learn anything unless I learn this math right here. You're trying to pull me away from real math. Everything I need to learn in order to learn everything else, the right math, you see. Oh God. And so with their cheesy math and the way that they want us to believe that the universe works, because the universe is very much music, is that we're short on notes. We're short on notes, and creation is having a hard time with its ability to go, because we get short on accessing notes. It's like, balance, please, balance. See, this is where a lot of this is going to open up. It's like, what happened to Libra? What happened to that balance? Really, where is the money going? Getting back to make sure you're just looking your friends in the eye and saying, I love you and thank you for this, and well, just just now it's just a gumball, but I'll give you $50 ahead of time because I know that something better is going to come. Be happy with what you got, and well, if you're not happy with it, find something, will you? And that's what we're doing. I thought I was doing great, but no, we've got the dispensary over there. I'm still putting all my eggs in that one basket, man. I mean, not really. I'm doing really well. How about you? Did you feel the shift, and did you get your message from the eclipse? And thank you for posting things on your Facebook and on your on YouTube, because you need to know. I was just kind of getting on this person's case and a lot of people's case. I think it's so unreal that people think that the separate applications on SM is private. It's private. They have an illusion of privacy for them because they're being bamboozled, and they're perfecting something. Look, it's 11:11. Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh shit! Yes, you see it now. Um, that is very solid. The 11. It's the Four of Wands, and that's a solid structure. Says we might we have gotten together, and we are a solid structure. It's like almost like yeah, it's stability. Anyway, it really calms down. Um, Sorry. I really should go to sleep. It's still 11:11. This was the longest minute, and this minute is not really a minute. Have you noticed that time has done weird? Is doing weird. I have. I'm like, thank God that this morning lasted 9 hours because it seems like between 6 and 9, it was just totally like a long time. I was like, well, what just happened? Babes, when your pineal gland opens up, you start realizing something really funky like that. It's nothing that like you have a problem neurologically. No, you don't really understand time. I tried to explain it. Um, your mind is designing time up really like a solid stream thing, and it's not really like that. I guess the word is linear. It's not linear. What the hell does that mean? Define linear. Arranged in or extending along a straight or nearly straight line. No, it doesn't stream like that. Not at all. You wouldn't believe how bitchin' our real lives are, man. I get glimpses of it, and once you start getting glimpses of truth like that, you're not gonna go back. You're like, wait a minute. If in fact you were allowed to see that, guess what? It's gonna keep opening more and more and more, and you're just gonna leave everybody behind. You're gonna be so weird looking. You're gonna you're gonna put on like a robe or a cape and wear a beanie and grow a long ass beard or something and start smoking a hookah and then like holding a crystal, and people will be flying 5,000 miles away to just see you just sitting on a towel, and you're gonna be like, "You're already here, babes. Hi, would you like some peaches?" Not doing much today. Yeah, my eyes are going bad a little bit. How are you doing? Thank you for the $5,000 though. That's great. You can sleep over there. This is my entire 600-acre monastery. How are you?